Hi everyone, welcome to English Achieve. Today I want to talk to you about something that can completely change your life. In today's fast world, many people are searching for success, happiness, and meaning. But the truth is, success is no longer about how strong you are, how rich you are, or even how smart you are. Success today depends on skills. And not just any skills, but 5 essential skills that every person must master to thrive in today's world. If you stay with me until the end, you will not only understand these 5 skills, but also learn how to practice them in your daily life. So, let's begin this journey together. Why skills matter more than ever. We live in a world of rapid change. Technology is moving faster than ever. Jobs that existed 10 years ago are gone today, and new jobs appear almost every year. Communication is global, cultures are connected, and challenges are bigger than before. In this kind of world, your survival, growth, and success are not guaranteed by your background or by luck. They depend on the skills you carry inside you. Skills are like tools. If you have the right tools, you can solve problems, face challenges, and build your future. If you lack these tools, even small difficulties can break you. Think of life as a game. Everyone is playing. But only those with the right skills can play well and win. Today, I will share with you 5 essential skills that will help you not just survive, but also shine in today's world. Skill 1. Communication. The power of your words. The first skill you must master is communication. Communication is not just about speaking. It is about connecting with people, sharing ideas, and expressing your thoughts clearly. In today's world, people who can communicate well hold the greatest power. Why? Because everything depends on communication. You may have knowledge, but if you cannot share it, no one will know. You may have talent, but if you cannot show it, no one will see. Communication is the bridge between your mind and the world. Think about this for a moment. Imagine you walk into a room full of strangers. You may have the best ideas in your head, but if you sit silently, no one will notice you. On the other hand, if you open your mouth, speak with confidence, and share your ideas in a clear and inspiring way, people will start paying attention. They will begin to respect you. They will want to work with you. This is the magic of communication. It turns invisible thoughts into visible influence. Imagine 2 people in a workplace. One is smart, hardworking, but silent. The other is also smart but knows how to speak confidently, explain ideas, and inspire others. Who do you think will be promoted? Who will become a leader? Of course, the one who communicates well. Because leaders are not only thinkers, they are speakers. They move people with words. But here's something important. Good communication is not about speaking much. It is not about filling the air with endless words. Good communication is about speaking clearly, with purpose, and in a way that others understand. It is about making your message simple, powerful, and memorable. The best communicators are not the ones who talk the most, but the ones who make the deepest impact with their words. Communication is also about listening. Many people think communication is only about talking, but real communication is two-way. When you listen carefully to others, you understand their needs, feelings, and ideas. And when people feel heard, they feel respected. Listening builds trust, and trust makes your words more powerful. Imagine someone who always talks but never listens. Soon, people stop caring about what they say. But if you listen first and then speak, your words will carry more weight. Another key part of communication is understanding emotions. Words are not just sounds, they carry feelings. If you speak in a cold, harsh tone, people may reject your message, even if your words are correct. But if you speak with warmth, kindness, and passion, people will be moved. Communication is not only about transferring information, it is about transferring emotion. That is why the best speakers in history inspired millions. They did not just explain facts, they touched hearts. In today's world, communication in English is one of the most powerful tools. English is the global language. It connects people from every country. If you can communicate clearly in English, you can connect with the world. You can work internationally, build friendships across cultures, and share your ideas with millions of people. This is why improving your English communication is an investment in your future. But how do you practice this skill daily? Start small. Practice speaking English every day, even if it is just a few sentences. Read books, watch videos, and repeat what you hear to improve your fluency. Learn new words and try to use them in your conversations. Record your voice and listen to yourself. Notice how you sound and improve step by step. Talk to friends, talk to yourself, even talk to the mirror. Every word you practice brings you closer to mastery. Also, pay attention to your body language. Communication is not only about words. Your eyes, your posture, your gestures, all of these speak loudly. A smile can make people trust you. Eye contact can make you look confident. Standing tall can make your message stronger. Remember, people do not only listen with their ears, they also listen with their eyes. Another way to improve is to listen to great communicators. Watch speeches by leaders, listen to storytellers, and observe how they use pauses, tone, and emotion. Notice how they begin with a strong hook, how they use stories to explain ideas, and how they end with powerful conclusions. Then practice those techniques in your own style. Finally, remember this. Communication is not about perfection. It is about connection. Many learners of English are afraid to speak because they think, "What if I make a mistake?" But let me tell you a secret. Mistakes do not matter as much as you think. People forgive mistakes if you are sincere. What matters is your willingness to share, to connect, and to express yourself. Every mistake is part of learning. Every effort makes you stronger. So, master this skill. Speak with confidence, listen with care, and use your words with wisdom. Because your words can build bridges or break them. They can open doors or close them. They can inspire people or push them away. If you learn to communicate well, the world will listen to you, follow you, and trust you. And that, my friend, is the true power of your words. Skill 2. Adaptability, the ability to change. The second skill for today's world is adaptability. Adaptability means the ability to change when life changes, and life will always change. The world around you is never fixed. New technologies appear, old traditions fade, economies rise and fall, and unexpected events shake our lives. The people who succeed are not always the strongest or the most intelligent. They are the ones who know how to bend without breaking. They are the ones who adapt. Think about water. Water has no fixed shape. If you pour it into a glass, it becomes the glass. If you pour it into a bowl, it becomes the bowl. If it flows into a river, it follows the river's path. Water adapts, and that is why it can survive anywhere. You must be like water in today's world. When new situations come, do not resist. Flow with them, learn from them, and find your way forward. Let me give you an example. During the pandemic, millions of people lost their jobs. Offices closed, schools shut down, and businesses collapsed. Many people panicked and stayed stuck, waiting for things to return to normal. But others adapted. They learned new skills online, started home businesses, taught through video, or found work on the internet. Those who adapted created new opportunities from a crisis. They did not allow the change to destroy them. They used the change to grow stronger. Adaptability is also important in personal life. Imagine someone who only eats one kind of food, follows one strict routine, and refuses to try anything new. What happens when life changes that routine? That person becomes stressed, anxious, and lost. Now imagine another person who enjoys variety, tries new things, and is open to surprises. That person will find joy in change, not fear. Which kind of person do you want to be? Many people fail in life because they resist change. They say, "This is not how things used to be." But the truth is, the past will never return. The future will not stop for anyone. If you hold on tightly to the old ways, you will be left behind. But if you adapt, you will discover hidden opportunities. Every change carries a gift, but only adaptable people can see it. Adaptability does not mean losing yourself. It does not mean having no values or no identity. It means being flexible in your approach while keeping your core strong. A tree that cannot bend will break in a storm, but a tree that bends with the wind will survive. In the same way, when life challenges you, bend, adjust, and grow. Another important part of adaptability is learning new skills quickly. The world is changing so fast that what you know today may not be enough tomorrow. So you must train yourself to learn fast. Be curious. Be willing to start again. If you lose a job, ask yourself, what can I learn now? If technology changes, ask yourself, how can I use this to my advantage? If a new culture surrounds you, ask yourself, what can I understand from these people? Every situation is a chance to expand your mind. Adaptability also means emotional flexibility. Sometimes life changes in painful ways. Relationships end, plans fail, or health problems appear. In those moments, adaptability means accepting the situation and adjusting your mindset. Instead of saying, "Why me?" say, "What can I do now?" Instead of fighting reality, work with it. This does not mean giving up. It means choosing a new path when the old one is blocked. To practice adaptability, start with small steps. Change your daily routine sometimes. Try new foods, visit new places, or learn about new cultures. Challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone. If you fear technology, practice using new apps. If you fear speaking English, push yourself to practice every day. The more you face small changes, the more prepared you become for big ones. Remember, adaptability is not weakness. It is strength. It is the ability to survive storms, to find light in darkness, and to discover opportunities in challenges. Life will not wait for you to be ready. Life will move forward whether you like it or not. So, the wise choice is to move with it, learn from it, and grow because of it. So, my friend, be like water. Flow, change, and adapt. Do not hold on to the past, and do not fear the future. Embrace change, and you will discover new strength inside yourself. And when you master adaptability, you will never be afraid of what tomorrow brings, because you will know that whatever happens, you can adjust, survive, and succeed. Skill 3. Problem solving, turning challenges into opportunities. The third skill is problem solving. Let me ask you, what is life made of? Life is made of problems. Every day brings new challenges. Some are small, like fixing your daily schedule, and others are big, like financial struggles, broken relationships, or health issues. But here is the secret. Problems are not barriers. They are tests. They test your strength, your patience, and your creativity. And if you develop problem-solving skills, you will never fear any challenge. Problem-solving is not just about finding answers. It is about thinking differently. It is about looking at a challenge and asking, how can I turn this into an opportunity? The truth is, the greatest innovators, successful entrepreneurs, and strong leaders all have one thing in common. They are problem solvers. They do not run away from problems. They face them with courage, creativity, and persistence. Imagine two people losing their jobs. The first person panics, blames others, and gives up. They complain about how unfair life is. The second person, however, takes a deep breath and asks, what can I do now? What skills do I already have? What new opportunities can I explore? That person begins to search, experiment, and create. Soon, they start something new and grow stronger than before. This is the true power of problem solving. The problem that seemed like the end becomes the beginning of a new chapter. But how do we develop this skill? First, we must change our attitude toward problems. Most people see problems as enemies. They become angry, frustrated, and hopeless when challenges appear. But problem solvers see problems as teachers. Every problem carries a lesson inside it. If you solve it, you grow. If you avoid it, it will return again in another form. So instead of asking, why me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Second, practice breaking problems into smaller steps. Big problems can feel overwhelming, like trying to climb a huge mountain. But if you divide the climb into small steps, it becomes possible. For example, if you are in debt, do not just cry about the huge number. Break it down. How much can I pay monthly? What extra income can I earn? What unnecessary spending can I cut? Suddenly, the problem feels lighter and solvable. Third, stay calm under pressure. Many people fail to solve problems not because the problems are too big, but because their emotions are too strong. Fear, anger, or stress blocks clear thinking. When you face a problem, pause. Take a breath. Calm your mind. Only then can your creativity start to work. Remember, a calm mind sees solutions that a worried mind cannot. Fourth, be creative and open-minded. There is never only one solution to a problem. If Plan A fails, try Plan B, Plan C, or even Plan Z. Think about how farmers deal with changing seasons. If one crop fails because of weather, they try a different crop that suits the condition. Instead of giving up, they adapt and find another way to provide food and income. That is real-life problem-solving at its best. Fifth, practice persistence. Some problems cannot be solved in one day. They need time, patience, and consistent effort. A student struggling to learn English may feel frustrated after 1 week. But if that student continues practicing every day for months, they will see improvement. The problem of I cannot speak English turns into the achievement of I am confident in English now. Problem solving also requires asking good questions. Instead of saying, this is impossible, ask, how can I make this possible? Instead of saying, I don't know what to do, ask, what small step can I take right now? Good questions lead to good answers. And here is something powerful. The world respects problem solvers. In every workplace, community, or family, People naturally trust and follow the person who can solve problems. If you want to become valuable, become a problem solver. If you want to become a leader, learn how to turn problems into opportunities. Finally, remember this truth. Life will never stop giving you problems. But with problem-solving skills, you will never stop finding solutions. Each problem you solve makes you wiser, stronger, and more prepared for the next challenge. And when life sees that you are a true problem solver, it will reward you with bigger opportunities. So train yourself daily. Start with small problems. Practice patience, stay calm, and be creative. Do not fear mistakes. Learn from them. And always remember, problems are not here to break you. They are here to build you. Skill 4. Emotional intelligence. Mastering yourself. Emotional intelligence is one of the most powerful skills you can ever master. In fact, some people call it the master skill because it affects every other part of your life. Think about this. You may be talented, you may be intelligent, and you may even be hardworking. But if you cannot control your emotions or connect with others, you will face unnecessary struggles. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand yourself, manage your emotions, and connect deeply with the emotions of others. First, emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness. This means recognizing what you feel and why you feel it. Many people go through life reacting without thinking. They get angry, they panic, or they feel jealous, and they let those emotions control their actions. But a person with emotional intelligence notices their emotions and pauses before reacting. For example, imagine you are in a heated argument. Someone says something that hurts you. Without emotional intelligence, you may shout back, slam the door, or damage the relationship. But with emotional intelligence, you pause, breathe, and think, why am I feeling this way? What is the best response here? That small pause can save your peace and protect your relationships. Second, emotional intelligence is about self-control. It is not enough to recognize your emotions. You must also manage them. Stress, anger, and fear are natural feelings, but if you let them drive your life, you will make poor choices. Think of stress at work. Some people lose control under pressure, they complain, or they give up. Others use that same pressure as fuel to focus harder, stay calm, and find solutions. The difference is emotional control. It's like being the driver of your own car instead of letting emotions grab the wheel. Third, emotional intelligence involves empathy, the ability to understand what others feel. This is one of the most powerful human abilities. Machines can calculate numbers faster than us, but no machine can truly feel another person's pain or joy. Empathy is what makes you connect with others on a deep level. Imagine a friend who is struggling. If you only give advice without listening, your friend may not feel understood. But if you listen with your heart, acknowledge their feelings, and show care, that friend will feel safe and supported. Empathy builds trust, and trust is the foundation of every strong relationship. Fourth, emotional intelligence is about social skills, how you interact with others. Some people are brilliant but cannot work well in a team because they don't know how to manage relationships. They interrupt, they argue, or they ignore others' feelings. But someone with emotional intelligence builds connections. They know when to speak and when to listen, when to encourage, and when to stay quiet. In leadership, this skill is priceless. A leader who inspires people with kindness, patience, and understanding will always be more effective than a leader who rules with fear. Let's take a real-life example. Imagine two managers. The first manager is very smart, but he constantly criticizes his team, raises his voice, and makes people feel small. Even though he is intelligent, his team feels unhappy and unmotivated. The second manager may not know everything, but she listens, encourages her team, and helps them when they struggle. Who will people want to work with? Of course, the second one, because emotional intelligence creates loyalty and motivation. Now let's turn to you. How can you develop emotional intelligence in your daily life? Start by practicing awareness. Notice your emotions throughout the day. When you feel anger, pause before reacting. When you feel fear, ask yourself what exactly you are afraid of. When you feel joy, take time to appreciate it. Next, practice self-control. Instead of letting emotions explode, find healthy outlets, like walking, journaling, or talking calmly with a friend. For empathy, make it a habit to really listen to people. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Pay attention to their words, their tone, and even their body language. Try to see the world from their point of view. Finally, improve your social skills by practicing kindness and respect in every interaction. Small things, like smiling, remembering names, or saying thank you, can make a huge difference in how people feel around you. Emotional intelligence is not learned in a day. It is a lifelong practice. But the more you practice, the stronger you become. People with emotional intelligence have better relationships, better careers, and better lives. Why? Because they understand the deepest truth. People may forget your words, they may forget your actions, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So master this skill. Master yourself. When you control your emotions and connect with others, you will have a power that no machine, no technology, and no textbook can ever give you. The power of the human heart. Skill 5. Lifelong learning, growing every day. The fifth and final skill that you must master for success is lifelong learning. This skill is the bridge between who you are today and who you can become tomorrow. The world is changing at a speed that no one has ever seen before. New inventions, new technologies, and new opportunities appear every single day. If you stop learning, even for a short time, you will quickly fall behind. Your school education is not enough. Your university degree is not enough. In today's world, learning cannot end with a certificate or a diploma. You must be a lifelong learner if you want to stay strong, relevant, and successful. Now, what does lifelong learning really mean? Many people think learning only happens inside a classroom or through a teacher. But that is not true. Learning is not only about books, exams, or lectures. Lifelong learning is about curiosity. It is about keeping your mind alive. It is about asking questions, searching for answers, and improving yourself every single day. It is the commitment to never stop growing. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a computer. If you never update the software, it becomes slow and weak. But when you update it regularly, it becomes fast, efficient, and powerful. In the same way, lifelong learning is your personal software update. Every new skill you gain, every new idea you understand, and every new experience you reflect on makes your mind stronger and sharper. Look around at how fast the world is moving. 10 years ago, there was no TikTok. 10 years ago, artificial intelligence was not a daily tool in our lives. 10 years ago, many jobs we see today did not even exist. But what happened to people during this change? Those who continued to learn, adapt, and grow discovered new opportunities. They built successful businesses. They found better jobs. They became leaders in their fields. On the other hand, those who refused to learn, who stayed in their comfort zone, were left behind. They lost chances. They lost relevance. And some of them even lost hope. The truth is very simple. If you are not learning, you are not living. If you are not growing, you are slowly falling behind. But here is the good news. Lifelong learning is not difficult. It does not mean you need to spend 5 hours a day reading heavy books. You do not need to join expensive courses. You do not need to study like a student in school. Lifelong learning can be simple, flexible, and enjoyable. You can read a few pages of a good book every night before sleeping. You can watch educational videos on YouTube instead of wasting time on useless entertainment. You can listen to podcasts while you are walking, cooking, or traveling. You can practice new skills online, even for free. The key is consistency. Even 15 minutes of focused learning a day can completely change your life. Remember, small daily improvements create massive success over time. Think about this. A tree does not grow tall in one day. It grows a little every single day. With enough time, it becomes strong, unshakable, and full of life. Your mind works in the same way. Feed it every day with new knowledge. Train it every day with new challenges. Protect it from laziness and comfort. And soon, your mind will become powerful enough to create the life you dream of. There is also another benefit of lifelong learning that many people forget. When you commit to learning, you increase your value. In today's world, value creates success. If you know more, you can do more. If you can do more, people need you more. And when people need you more, opportunities and rewards will naturally come your way. Employers look for learners. Business partners trust learners. Society respects learners. Why? Because a lifelong learner can solve problems, adapt to change, and bring new ideas. And that is the kind of person the world always rewards. So, my dear friend, make learning a part of your daily routine. Do not let your mind sleep. Do not let your curiosity die. Learn something new every day, no matter how small it may seem. Learn a new word, a new skill, a new idea, or even a new perspective. The habit of learning is more important than the size of what you learn. Over time, these small lessons will become a powerful library inside you. They will guide you, protect you, and push you towards success. Always remember this: money can be lost, jobs can be lost, and people can be lost. But knowledge is something no one can ever take away from you. It is the one treasure that always stays with you. And the more you grow it, the richer you truly become. Knowledge is the fuel of success. Keep feeding your mind, keep training it, keep growing it, because the more you learn, the more you live. Final words: your journey starts now. Now, my dear friend, you have learned about the 5 essential skills that the modern world demands: communication, adaptability, problem-solving, emotional intelligence, and lifelong learning. These are not just simple ideas or tips you can read and forget. They are powerful tools, true powers that can shape your life if you use them every day. Mastering these skills means you will be prepared for any challenge, any change, and any opportunity that comes your way. They give you strength, confidence, and the ability to stand tall no matter what life throws at you. The world around you is full of challenges. There will be days when things do not go as planned, when people misunderstand you, when obstacles seem too big to overcome. But the world is also full of opportunities. Opportunities that are waiting for someone who is ready, someone who is strong, someone who has learned to grow and adapt. The key to success is not something you can find outside yourself. The key is inside you. It is in your mind, your heart, and your willingness to practice and improve every single day. Build these skills little by little. Speak with clarity and confidence, even in small conversations. Adapt to changes, even in simple tasks. Solve small problems courageously, and your mind will be ready for bigger ones. Control your emotions in everyday situations, and you will stay calm under pressure. And never stop learning, because every new idea, every new skill, and every new lesson adds power to your life. Life will notice your efforts. People will respect you when they see your knowledge, your calmness, and your ability to handle challenges. And most importantly, you will feel strong, confident, and unshakable. You will carry a quiet power that does not depend on luck or chance. It depends on your preparation, your discipline, and your commitment. So do not wait for tomorrow. Do not wait for the perfect moment or the perfect circumstances. Start today. Practice these skills every day. Master them step by step. And with each passing day, you will move closer to the life you truly want. This is English Achieve, my friend. I hope that today's lesson has inspired you to grow, to take action, and to believe in yourself. Keep learning. Keep practicing. Keep growing. Keep believing. Because the future does not belong to those who wait. The future belongs to those who are ready, those who prepare, and those who have the courage to step forward with power and confidence. Your journey starts now. Embrace it fully.